is it. The final lap.
There's no cruise to the flag, though. The two of them can't afford to relax and enjoy any of this. 1 lap to go. 6,200 metres of racetrack.
Last lap, mate. Last lap.
I know it is, he said.
Cameron's been on the phone to Craig, told him it's the last lap. Eric's been on the phone to Rick Kelly, says it's the last lap. They know what's at stake. 2 things, double-edged sword, championship and a Bathurst victory. These two fellas are fighting it out in the championship, and they're on the absolute limit through turn 2.
The corner workers applauding them, cheering them on in what is an incredible finish to the great race.
James Courtney, incidentally, is still third. Russell Ingles, Stephen Richards, Steve Ellery, Steve Owen, Paul Wheel, Alex Davison, Jason Bargwana. That's your top 10.
If Rick Kelly can be close enough going through Forest Elbow, you can tell where he's going to make the move. He will try and get Lowndes under brakes into the chase, but he's not close enough. Massive cheer from the crowd on top of the mountain. It's Lowndes. Unless something goes astray.
Great drives from both these fellas. They have driven the wheels off both their cars. Have not put a foot wrong.
There is a young Victorian back in the Better Electrical Garage by the name of Jamie Whincup, who is about to become a first-time Bathurst winner. For Lowndes, it'll be number 2. And Kelly makes a valiant effort, but he won't have it. It won't be enough. This weekend has been all about farewelling the great man, Peter Brock, the friend and mentor to Craig Lowndes. This will be a huge outpouring of emotion. 10 years in the waiting. Lowndes and Whincup do it. That is an incredible motor race.
Job, mate. Unbelievable.
And Campbell Little is in tears. You can imagine. And Whincup fist pumping on the wall. Lowndes has done it on the day he farewelled his friend.
0.5. 0.5. Half a second was the margin in this motor race.
Well,
James Courtney and Glenn Seaton will stand on the podium. Glenn's been there before. For James Courtney, it's a first time.
There's some conjecture as to actually who got third. Our timing and scoring says Courtney. Ingle gave it everything he had, and Ingle knows it. It's tight, and Rick Kelly, well done, Rick. Boy, did he fight hard. And Whincup gets his first Bathurst crown. He finished on the podium last year in the 2 Enduros. He finished on the podium at Sandown, and now he wins Bathurst with Craig Lowndes. This will be the final lap.
Last lap, James. Last lap, mate.
1 lap to go in the Super Jeep Auto Bathurst 1000. Can you believe what has transpired?
Nice and smooth, buddy.
Especially in the last 30 minutes. Lowndes leads us into turn 2. Courtney, second. We're looking out of James's car onto Stephen Johnson. Ford have 1, 2 and 3. And Greg Murphy break that chain.
Ritter actually lost a spot. Owens climbed up over him, but look at this. The lights are ablaze for Greg Murphy. He's all over the back of Stephen Johnson at the top of the hill. 2/3 of a lap to run for these guys. Lowndes has kicked clear, then James Courtney, then Stephen Johnson, and Greg Murphy trying to hold up the Holden flag.
When they came here 12 months ago, Craig Lowndes had tears in his eyes. A lot of emotion in this car and around this track. They returned in 2007 with a brand new Team Vodafone Falcon.
Their strategy has paid dividends. He goes a little wide at Forrest's elbow.
That was a massive understeer moment for Lowndes, followed by the corresponding slide in the rear as he gathered it back up.
1.7-second lead.
They're just Mark Dutton really trying to calm things down, saying, come on, mate, here's your margin, no need to push it. A few corners to run now for Craig Lowndes. It looks like he might be able to do it again. What a finish.
Through the chase he goes. Courtney still holding on to second. Johnson still holding on to third. They won it at Sandown. And in 2007, Craig Lowndes and Jamie Whincup, they have done the double. Courtney second, Johnson third, Greg Murphy in fourth.
Unbelievable. Fantastic driving from all four of these men in incredibly difficult conditions.
Greg Murphy has to make up 2.8 seconds.
Yes, you're on the last lap now. You're on the last lap now. 2.8 seconds. Look after those tyres, mate.
It says something.
Thank you very much. Check back in with you in about 2 minutes.
When you can outroar a V8 supercar, but that's exactly what the crowd has done here. Because this dice for the finish has been a beauty. Craig Lowndes, first position at the moment. Greg Murphy.
I think they had to put a splash of fuel in the back of Fabian Coulthard's car as well, just to get him to the flag. That's taken him out of the top 10, I think.
Well, that is some moment. It's the kind of moment that his mentor and his mate, Peter Brock, told him to enjoy. Look around, soak it in. Remember that this is a great day. The window's up on car 888, but Lowndes will know the roar because he's here, been here before, he's won it before, and he's heard it before. Jamie Whincup is in the Team Vodafone garage, about to head out and about to salute a true champion. What a team, especially at this time of year. It hasn't happened in 25 years, but these guys are the enduro experts. A three-peat for Team Vodafone, Craig Lowndes and Jamie Whincup.
You're a legend, mate. You're a legend.
Greg Murphy second in the great race.
Well done, James.
James Courtney crosses the line in third. It's going to be a nail-biting final 6.2 kilometres. They're going to wring this car dry to get it to the finish line. Lowndes has to hold off his regular teammate, the man who he collected 3 Bathurst victories in a row with in the Ford days. They return here in Holden's. They're separated them.
So they're into the dregs. They're into the swirl pot and the fuel in these cars. They carries 8 litres. The reserve's on, picking up the remainder now to get him home. But it doesn't matter if you finish with a drop so long as you finish. It is Craig Lowndes by 2 car lengths at the moment from Jamie Whincup. Garth Tander's just had to fade a little at the end. First timing intermediate coming up on the last lap, 52.9 for Lowndes, 52.7 for Whincup. Jamie's not easing up. But it sounded to me as though they said that Jamie's going to ease up too when Craig went to reserve. So this result might already be set.
The top of the mountain they go. The crowd have seen it all. They've seen Lowndes in particular master this mountain so many times in so many different ways. They've never seen him do it with Mark Skaife alongside him in the same car. Skaife won his first Bathurst back in 1991. Lowndes his first back in 96. Combined, they have 9 victories.
Make sure you save a little bit of fuel, mate. Jamie's backing off a bit.
Skaife came back into the picture at the LNH 500 after 10 years apart.
Formation finish, mate. Jamie on the outside. Do you read?
And it's a form finish, all right. And what a finish it'll be. Mark Skaife and Craig Lowndes came here individually as Bathurst legends. This victory will make them Bathurst immortals. It's a 1-2 for Team Vodafone. Tander third. Bright in fourth. James Courtney, the leading forward in fifth. Craig Lowndes, Matty White, congratulations. Talk about wringing it dry with the fuel, you just got there.
Has won it 3 times. They're zeroing in on the mission. Grant McPherson.
One more lap and the pot is full.
And the pot is full. He's talking about the collector in the tank. It's got 8 litres in it, and he'll use 4.5 to 5 of them to get home. So he's telling him he's got fuel in hand to go for it. The margin is 2.7 seconds. They're still driving the wheels off these cars at the moment. We ride with Craig Lowndes up to turn 2.
Grant McPherson, who you saw there before, good day for him. Remember, he's formerly Shippy, formerly of the Pepsi Max crew, now with Craig Lowndes, now with Red Bull Racing. What a partnership that's been so far in 2015.
He made a name for himself here in 1994 with a bold move at turn 2 on John Bower with the Holden Racing team. And from that day onwards to this very day, Craig Lowndes has been a name that's echoed throughout the mountain. His 22nd Enduro campaign, 11 of those, half of them with 888 Race Engineering. They've fallen out of favour in the mid-portion of the season. They weren't able to match the Pepsi Max Fords. But today, big pace, consistency, mistake-free, perfect in the pit stops. He's relaxed and he's about to bring home yet another Bathurst victory. Craig Lowndes is a miracle man at this place. Angela Richards, Roland Dane, Stephen Richards. Lara's in the background there as well. Rusty, this is going to be a sweet victory for Red Bull Racing Australia. It's 2.2 seconds to Frosty.
The hard work began on Thursday. This experienced pairing have delivered on race day. Well done to the team at Red Bull Racing Australia. One of the legends of the sport creates a little bit of magic at the mountain and secures his 6th victory in the 1000. And Stephen Richards following in his dad's footsteps. Victory number 4 for Richo. Awesome stuff.
Beautiful, Craig, beautiful. You babies, you bloody legend. Great drive.
Lap 213 metres to go. 44 years of age. Craig Lowndes made his Touring Car Championship debut at Eastern Creek in 1996. Stephen Richards, his partner, made his debut at the very same race meeting at Sydney Motorsport Park in 1996. They have made an amazing combination together. Between them, 49 starts at this location.
Unbelievable.
They are at the extreme end of experience at this location. Listen to them at the top of the hill. It's his 25th great race. A quarter of a century of excellence for Craig Lowndes. Off the top of the hill for the last time as a full-time supercar driver. More appearances as an active driver in the top 10 shootout than any other driver. Stephen Richards, his wife Angela, Craig's wife Lara. They've got their caravans parked out the back of the paddock. They've had a psycho week of commitments. There's been a lot going on in his life in the last 7 days, a lot going on since Townsville earlier this year when he announced his full-time retirement. Craig Lowndes is about to put another notch on his Bathurst belt. He's coming out of the chase for the last time. Age is no barrier. Craig Lowndes, with one corner to go, is about to become a 7-time winner at Mount Panorama. Congratulations, Craig Lowndes.
Yeah, boy. What a weekend, man. Well done. So much for an all game. Yeah.
What a story. Lowndes from Pye, McLaughlin, Stephen Richards over the fence. Stephen Richards is now a 5-time Bathurst winner. 7 victories in the great race for Craig Lowndes. It moves him up to equal with the great Jim Richards, the father of Stephen Richards, who had 35 starts here. And the proud men and women of Triple Eight Race Engineering, the Autobahn team, have done it.